Association of Educators, I'd like to thank the members of the Legislative Black Caucus for allowing me to say a few words this morning. On November 6th, our communities will be asked if we want to change our state constitution to give a committee of individuals living outside of our communities the power to invalidate and overturn decisions of our public schools. And these are our elected, knowledgeable, and accountable school leaders who already has that authority. First, let me be clear that a no vote on Constitutional Amendment number 1 regarding charter schools is not a vote against charter schools, but rather is a vote in support of the ability of our communities to make those local public school decisions on charters for themselves. While the amendment's preamble and actual language will lead you to believe otherwise, that is what it truly means. Should Amendment number 1 pass, whether you live in a community that's either economically middle class or even affluent and can compensate any existing dollar or resource deficits in your public schools, or is economically struggling and just doesn't have the extra income or resources to help ease shortages in your schools, the funding lifeline will become even shorter. Why? These new state-mandated charter schools would be funded using our community's existing public school monies. That could affect everything from academics to extracurricular activities such as our prize Friday night football games. The bottom line is we do not have to change the state constitution to do something that can already be done by our state Department of Education should they be compelled to do so by those making their case for their schools. Neither do we want to set the precedent of changing our Constitution every time there is a disagreement with a legal decision. Even though these state charters would be taxpayer funded, let's not be fooled into thinking they would not eventually weed out the children initially accepted through their lotteries who they feel don't fit. Our traditional taxpayer-funded public schools must accept and educate every child who comes through its doors, regardless of wealth or education or other societal conditions. Over time, your taxes could contribute to creating a separate but unequal distribution of monies, resources, and yes, students. Instead, I urge state lawmakers to do their constitutional duty and fund all of our public schools at the proper rate so that everyone is in school for 180 days and class sizes are appropriate for maximum instruction. It shouldn't matter what school our kids attend if they are appropriately resourced. So on November 6th, I will be voting no on this blatant attempt to undermine our rights and voices in how our local monies are spent and how our communities are managed. And I urge everyone to not be taken in by the feel-good language of the amendment and its preamble, and take a moment to study the true facts behind this amendment. Once you do, I believe you will vote no as well. Thank you.